Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. Black Swan here, and today I'll be talking about the results I got from farming 1 hour of Quarry, Tier 1 maps, and Tier 6 maps with a slow build. So my build is Vortex Occultist. It's a solid build, but clearing-wise it is pretty slow. I'm really an average PoE player and my build is really average, and the results I'll be showing are very realistic ones. I would like to make emphasis on this, and anyone will be able to reproduce these results, and you will get at least as much currency as I did, or probably even more. So my goal was to see where you should farm for 1 hour and how you should do it. I wanted to see if it's better to farm just Ultimatum or full maps. In Quarry, obviously, it's not worth it to farm anything other than Ultimatum, but in maps, I separately farmed 1 hour of only Ultimatums and 1 hour of full maps. In Quarry, I only farmed the fast Ultimatums that required to kill monsters, and I skipped the slow ones like standing in stone circles or survival trials. In maps, however, I did whatever Ultimatum showed up. The reason for this is I didn't want to waste my maps, since on one hand I was short on maps, and on the other hand I didn't want to spend currency buying them or just waste time buying them. I mean, they cost 1 to 2 chaos each, it's not a lot, but let's face it, buying maps is one of the most annoying things to do in PoE. So basically, I didn't farm just one particular kind of map. I just played whatever maps I had in my stash, and some maps that my boyfriend donated. So I managed to do around 32 ultimatums in Quarry and around 22 ultimatums in Tier 1 and Tier 6 maps. When I played full maps, I obviously did a lot less, almost half, and around 12 and 13 maps. So I used the Excellence application to estimate how much chaos I made per hour. In Quarry, I did around 140, while in Tier 1 and Tier 6 maps, I made around 230 chaos on average, I would say, in both cases. I mean, it's between 200 and 250 chaos, and I did a bit less in Tier 6 maps, and I think it has more to do with the fact that I was doing them a bit slower. I was killing slower, so I think that's why I got fewer drops. But I think on average, you would get almost the same thing in Tier 1 and Tier 6 maps. Overall, the results are very satisfying. I mean, I was making above 200 chaos per hour with a slow build in a tier 1 map. That's pretty awesome in my opinion. However, then I looked at my stash tab and it was full of items I was never gonna sell. And because this is not raw currency, it's just the value of the items you have. And let's face it, most of us will just vendor the uniques and not bother to sell 101 chaos item. I mean, even if you create a stash tab, let's say you create a public stash tab and you price it for 1 chaos and you just throw all these items in them, you're then gonna be mapping and someone's gonna whisper you to buy this 1 chaos item. And let's face it, in 90% of the times, you're just not gonna answer, you're not gonna leave your map to go sell this 1 chaos item. So basically, these things are just gonna be thrown away in your stash. They're either gonna go to standard with you, or you're gonna end up giving up at some point and just vendoring them. So we shouldn't care about the value of the items we have, about the items that we just pick. That's not what's important here. What's important here is the raw currency, like for example, Chaos and Exalted. And I mean, I didn't get any Exalted drops, but I did get some Exalted shards. And if I count the raw currency, I mean, you immediately see how the numbers drop. And now we're talking about numbers below 40 Chaos as compared to below 250. And first thing we notice is farming Ultimatum in maps is totally not worth it, especially in Tier 6 maps. I mean, look at that. You're actually losing chaos when considering the cost of the maps, which is 2 chaos per map. So obviously, if you care about raw currency, you shouldn't farm Tier 6 map from the very beginning. And you shouldn't just farm Ultimatum in Tier 1 maps. You should farm either Quarry or full Tier 1 maps. Now, this being said, what is it? Farming Ultimatums in Quarry or farming full Tier 1 maps? In my opinion, you definitely want to be farming full Tier 1 maps. And I'm going to give you two reasons for this. First is you get a bit more raw currency, and you have a lot more chance of getting some good item drops that you could sell or use. For example, I got 2 tabula rasas and some other items that can sell for around 10 chaos or a bit more, a bit less. The second reason is in farming maps, you get a lot more map drops. I mean, basically in Core, I didn't get any map drops. While in Tier 1 and Tier 6, obviously, I got a lot more map drops, especially when farming the full map. I was getting 20 maps per hour when playing 12, 13 maps. So if you look at the map drops per map, you can see that I am actually winning maps by playing maps. And I mean, let's face it, getting maps is very good because you can farm them, you can use them to progress in the Atlas, and you can also sell them for a couple chaos. So between the 5 different tests I did, farming full tier 1 maps is definitely the way to go. The amount of rock currency I got is not bad at all considering it's a slow build and low tier maps. And if you want to farm, you definitely want to be farming full tier 1 maps and nothing else. Now, this being said, is it worth it to farm anything from the very beginning? I mean, in my opinion, farming tier 1 maps is only worth it if your build is bad, or if you're just starting the league, or if you're really poor. In this case, yes, it's totally worth it. You can make some easy currency to upgrade your build, and once that's done, you really shouldn't waste your time farming these again. So if you have currency or if your build is already good enough and you're already playing red maps, you definitely shouldn't waste your time farming white maps. If you spend this 1 hour just playing red maps, not even farming them, you will make a lot more currency and get more valuable item drops. If you reached this far, thanks a lot for watching this. If you like the content, hit the like and subscribe buttons for more. And if you're interested in seeing my build and how I was farming, the items I got from farming, or even how to use the Excellence app, just let me know and I can do another video about that. Now go farm and happy farming, guys.